have someone that's gonna love me and appreciate me, Livo. Yo guys, last night was something else. It literally went from 0 to 100 real quick. Like at the beginning of their party, I was convinced beyond reasonable doubt that I was going to come here and just rant because I was not pleased at all. Only for it to turn out that I judged too fast, like too fast. The night was long and eventful. So I'm going to tell you guys about everything that happened. I've been gathering my gist, gathering my information, so I have a lot to talk about in today's video. I'm just going to try to make it not too long. Like, I'm not going to impede a lot of my opinions. I'm going to try as much as possible not to make it too long. But we're going to begin with the party so that we have like a, you know, like a sequence. So for the party, like I said, the first 30 minutes was just looking like, what's going on here? First of all, the songs were like extremely slow, and apparently when I went on Twitter, I found out that people were enjoying it. So they were saying that those are old songs, based on the fact that I don't know most of the songs. I tell you guys that the issues that I'll be having for Saturday parties is like the fact that I don't know most of the songs. I couldn't really relate, and then the housemates were not also giving the vibe that okay, it's like, you know, popping and stuff. So it was like they were doing social distancing at the beginning of the party. Like everybody was just dancing on their own. I'm like, these people, they don't rock each other. Then later on, they now started like, you know, really giving us nice dance moves. Everybody was like vibing. BU like, you know, gave us some really good dance moves. Then Tato did not disappoint me tonight. I mean, last night Tato did not disappoint at all. I was pleased. And then for the people that danced together, like the people that did a little bit of rocking towards the end, we had Themba and Venus. Themba was rocking Venus, and it was nice to see. Then Tools and Tato. I'm like, hey, what's going on here? Shasha, Tato was rocking Tools. We also have Mpo and Libo. For Mpo and Libo zone, after they finished doing their rocking, there was a period where they rocked each other for like 1 minute. Then towards the end, there was a kiss that followed, and I was like, this is the first kiss I've ever seen on the party floor. This is the first time I've seen people kiss on, at the party. Then BU also danced with Venus. So those are the different people that I saw dancing together. Now the party is over. After the party, Mpo started by crying. The first thing we saw when they came out was her crying, like seriously crying, like literally weeping. And Libo was trying to console her. Later on, he took her to the dressing room. She was still crying. She was not talking about why she was crying. So apparently they played a song in the during the party that made her remember somebody from her past, like her ex. So she was just complaining about how she never feels loved, that she just wants somebody that will love her. Someone that's gonna love me and appreciate me, Livo. She was literally crying, giving so much details on how the relationship was. In fact, how many times they used to do. She said it was like once in a month that they used to see and do stuff. Like, I was like, how is Libo listening to all these things? Apparently, I think she was actually high. She was tipsy. Sorry. So I don't know, I think that contributed to her just saying plenty things. What was happening afterwards? Okay, there were other people, other couple like settlements that went on after the party. We have Terry and Vino. As at the time the camera took us there, Terry was telling Vino about Gashwan. She didn't like say Gashwan, but I knew that was who she was talking about. So her point of argument was that he's going to feed Vino with a lot of information, just say a lot of things to him, probably about her, that will now leave Vino like open to interpret it in different ways. So I don't know what her fear is. You guys know that earlier on she was close to Gashwan, and on the first night there are a lot of things that she told them in the room, like she gave them her story. So I don't know, I don't know what her fear is, to be honest. I don't know what she feels like Gashwan is going to be feeding Vino with that she doesn't want him to hear. So Vino was like, why is she bothered about it? And she's like, she's not bothered, but she just doesn't want him to be in that space with her, that she doesn't want ride with him.
Like, he'll literally drop information, but he'll leave it vague, so that you can interpret it in your own way.
Why are you worried about that?
I'm not worried about that because I just don't want him near me. He's someone I don't.
Okay.
Then later on, she was not talking about their situationship, and you know, not just really trusting him and his intentions and stuff. Then at some point she now told him not to switch up on her, like, you know, maybe just later on you start giving her attitude, or start, you know, maybe going around with somebody else.
All I'm asking is like keep the same energy. Don't switch up on me. Because no, for real.
She just told him that, and he was like, that why is she thinking like that? That his focus is her, that he really, really wants her. He was now trying to convince her that he's serious, and that there are some things that he said in code words, but what I got from it was that as much as he's here and then he wants to win the money, but for him it's more about what he's going to gain from the platform. It's not really about the money. So she should not be thinking that maybe he's there, you know, just for the game. So it's not all about the game, that he's really genuine and stuff. He was just trying to prove himself.
You know where my mind is at, right? I'm here.
And then we had Venus and BU outside having their own conversation about their situationship. And for Venus, she was talking about him entertaining several other ladies, and she pointed out one person in particular that likes him and is always on to him. And then for him, he doesn't really make her understand that, okay, this is the person I want and stuff. So he's not very firm on his decision to be with her, that kind of thing. Apparently he was now trying to prove that several times I told that person no, and like, you know, firmly.
She was coming through to my bed every time before I sleep. I'm like, she's like, move over, I want to sleep in your bed. I'm like, no.
And Venus was like that he has not been assertive enough with the person, that the person has had a conversation with her, and she only mentioned one time where he was very assertive about what he wanted.
You have to be more assertive. You're
So
not being
what's more
assertive
assertive than
enough.
saying
No. Not because the only time you were assertive was when she came and you were like, no. There was this one time where you were assertive. She actually let me know.
So that was her own conversation. Well, at some point in the conversation, she was now talking about somebody that she likes more, like in the house, somebody that she likes in the house, somebody else that she likes in the house. She did not mention the person. I didn't really understand where she was driving at, but that was their own conversation. Then we also had plenty people were solving relationship problems. This is tire me, but these are the things that form the dynamics. So that's why I have to bring the G, so that the next time that something else is happening, we'll be able to connect it. So for Tools and Tato, they just had the conversation about the fact that what is he about, what does he want with her, and what does he want with Nale and Akasha. That is Tato asking him that what's up with him and what he feels, or what's the situation. So he was now saying that for Nale, he liked her, obviously he liked her, you know, but he liked her before, but right now that situationship is over, like they've sorted themselves and he's not trying to chase her anymore.
What's happening is the fact that I feel like she's marking a territory and making you feel like you shouldn't do anything or like or talk to me because we've got something, but we don't.
But then Tato did not want to rest it. She just kept bringing Nale up. Apparently she had a conversation with Nale, and Nale was talking to her about the fact that she has a crush on Tools, and then Tato also mentioned that she has a crush on Tools. So she was just feeling like because he went to Nale first, now it's more like she's like plan B, second option, like a rebound or something. So she didn't like the fact that she was feeling that way. She also had a conversation with Gashwan, and for the one about Gashwan too, she mentioned Terry in the situation, that she still feels like she's coming across like a second option because he was with Terry before and Terry rejected him. So he was not saying that Terry did not reject him, that he didn't you know, ask her out or anything, or he wasn't onto Terry. So yeah, that's it for the settlements that happened. Now time for the truth of the day. There was no truth, it was just there. It's time for the dare questions. So for the first day, Tato was there to kiss Tools, you know, and it was hot. That particular one was hot. He literally lifted her, put her on his legs, and you know, the kiss was actually very hot, to be honest. Then I'm very, very, very sure she wanted that. So the next day was Yoli and Norman. They dared Yoli to kiss Norman. There was a lot of kissing, even same-sex kissing. So yeah, Norman used to really get into the whole thing. Then they dared Themba to kiss Mpo. Whenever they dare him and Mpo, he's always very excited. Like, he gets so excited, and for that kiss he grabbed her ass. I'm like, hey Chineke. Then they dared Tato and Libo to kiss. Tato, Almo, it was a kissing spree tonight. Then Tato and Libo kiss. Then they dared Yoli to lick any part of anybody's body, and she licked Dinky Bliss on her face. Then they dared Tato, Tato and Norman. Tato and Norman, is that not the second? Okay, no, that's the first one. They dared Tato to rock, rock Norman, and then after rocking him, they will now kiss, which they did. Then they dared Tamara to rock Libo, like just dance on him and all. And I was like, hey, get. I was like, how is he going to take it? But he was actually really chilled about the whole thing. I was like, okay, that's cool, because I felt like the situation was going to be very awkward, but it wasn't at all. Then Mvelo got kisses from two people only. Mvelo he got kiss from Dinky and he got from Tato. Him and Tato, Dinky kissed and him and Tato kissed. And online I saw a lot of people saying that at least he got his last kiss before leaving the house. People have already sent him home in their minds. Themba was there to kiss Sister Mara. Umpo was the one that dared him. Oh, that babe is mean. Like, why are you going to do that? Like, obviously that this person is straight, and then you're daring the person to do what the person's probably not done before and all. I was thinking it was going to be like really awkward. In fact, I did not think that Themba was going to do it, to be honest, because initially it was like, nah, you can't do that. Then like he just he raised his hand. Paul, why would you do that? Like, fully that this person is straight and it's something that this person's probably never done. But apparently this is their game. It's either you do it or you do it. Like, it's more serious than ever. At the end of the day, he now went ahead to kiss Sister Mara, and they gave him time, 5 seconds. Ouch. It was a crazy stuff, but yeah. And she opened way for other kisses with Sister Mara to happen. Tools also kissed Sister Mara, and Tools and Mvelo also kissed Sister Mara, but it was a peck. The one was like peck, 1 second type of peck. The remaining days were in the room, so they moved from the sitting room to the bedroom. And now the days that happened in the bedroom, a lot of things. Like, my eyes came out to them like, oh my god, this is crazy. This is like the craziest day session I've seen. Apart from the things that happened in the sitting room, there was so much more that happened inside the room. The reason I'm not saying is not because I cannot, but it's YouTube, and there's literally the things that I can say are limited. But just know that a lot of things happen, from touching hand on things, to they dared Umpo and Tabi to make out, and it was crazy. But I'm going to make a thread myself. I'm going to literally make a thread on Twitter of all the days that happen, especially the ones that happen in the room, so you guys can watch it for yourself. And I'm just going to make a thread so it'll be easier to follow and see how everything happened. So yeah, I'm not going to talk about those ones here because I can't show it, and let me not risk my channel. So that's it. That's basically it. If you're still here, then you are the OG, you are the real MVP. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye. Love you.